I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Short Shift Wednesdays. In case you didn't know, these are brought to you by Skate Tech. Skate Tech skate sharpening and equipment repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team unis, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
Here we go. What's up, everybody? We are in for a short shift for the ages here with the one Jeffrey Jehu Lavecchio. I am your co-host, the pilot, co-pilot on this magic carpet ride, Toph Scott, and we are so excited for this one. Jeffrey has no idea what the topic is, but should he choose to accept without knowing, we're going to have a good time today. Vex, do you accept?
I accept.
Okay. I don't know. I felt like Michael Scott there, where it was like, sometimes I just say words and I don't know where it's going, and then I got to get there.
Find yourself.
We'll find it. And we found it, and here we are. So, what I want to talk about today is we could talk about it both from an offensive standpoint and a defensive standpoint. But when the puck goes low to high in the offensive zone, what happens? When the puck goes low to high in the offensive zone, offensively, defensively, what's really important as far as habits, as far as concepts, as far as things that we should be teaching our players when that puck goes low to high? Because as we know, the game of hockey today, so many teams are trying to take away down low. They're going to outnumber, which means a lot of teams are trying to go low to high. I'll leave it at that because there's a lot to be discussed. But when the puck goes low to high, you could start offensively. You could start defensively. What's really important? Jeffrey, go.
And scene. I'll start with defensively because I was a winger, so it's a job of mine to cover the point. Number one, wingers and coaches coaching wingers. That puck goes low to high. The first thing you do as a winger is get your stick in front of you first and foremost, so that you're, 5 feet closer to having stick on puck than if your stick was in the air. Number two, you don't skate at the D-man. You skate probably like a little bit more to the middle of the ice. If we're not talking about 9-year-olds, anybody else, puck goes low to high, that D-man's going to start walking towards the middle of the ice, walking the blue line. And if you stay body on body or stick on body, that puck is wider than your body to the middle of the ice, and they can get the lane for the shot through. So you have to get your body in line with where the puck is on their stick. A lot of young players will sprint up at the D-man, but they're sprinting in a way where they're not getting in that puck lane first. They're just going at the D-man's body, which means you have a wide open lane to the net. So first and foremost, if you're a winger, you're turning, your stick is in front of you, whatever angle you're taking to sprint out at that D-man, you have to make sure that your body is in the shooting lane, not body on their body. So I would say that that's number one from the defensive side. If I go number one, that I would say from the offensive side, if I'm a forward down low or whatever, and I pass it up to the D-man, if there's nobody who's coming up higher, if there's not a guy already a forward who's up there, I'm probably going to walk up the wall to give them an out. As that D-man walks to the middle of the ice, he's going to pull that winger who I was just talking about to the middle more of the ice, So if you kind of come up the wall a little bit and you become the F3 who was high is going to shoot down. So it's making it hard for the defensive zone coverage. Everybody's moving. Whoever was down low is going to the net. You kind of circle up high and find an out where you can either be a one-timer or an option for a pass or a high rebound. You'll be able to attack what we call downhill. So you skate, you take up ice towards that D-man. He's walking to the middle in some shape or form and probably trying to get a shot through. If he doesn't pass it back to you because you grabbed ice and came up, now you're going to be looking to get your toes pointed at the net and sprint towards the net for a high rebound because your other two forwards are probably going to be closer to the net to play out that rebound if it's close or kicks out behind the net or below the goal line or whatever. And now you can be up top coming down low speed and get to a puck quicker, be there for support quick or a high rebound, maybe a tip, stick towards the middle of the lane, things like that. But I would say those are the first two things that I would think of off the top of my dome.
The dome piece.
Dome piece, my wig pickle.
I'll kind of add to some of the things that you were saying there. I'll start offensively because that's what you just talked about. And I put a tweet out earlier today on this, but if you are a defenseman and you get the puck low to high and you walk the line, like you don't pass it to your partner right away, you're walking, that weak side D should go down. Right towards the dot, towards the net, because you are a rebound option now on that side. Or if the puck gets shot wide, you can be the one to be first to puck retrieval and keep the puck inside the zone. And so having that defenseman on the weak side kind of go down, move down a little bit with that forward coming up. Now you still got two guys high. So from a defensive standpoint, that helps out if they get the puck. So like that weak side D going down. The other thing is like, get to the front of the net. Like if you're take the goalie's eyes away. Take the goalie's eyes away. So what I would say is the percentages of you scoring a goal go up significantly low to high if that defenseman can get the puck more to the middle and if you can get somebody in the goalie's eyes. Significantly. So those are two really, really important things. From the defensive standpoint, what I would say also, I should say this too. If you do get the puck low to high and you go D to D, getting three guys high is really important. Getting three guys high in the modern game is really important because what are you trying to do when you go low to high? You're trying to spread the other team out. What are they trying to do? They're trying to take away time and space. That's why they outnumber in the corners. And the higher you get that puck up the ice, the less that the defensive team is going to be able to do that. So getting three guys high, creating a 2-on-2 at the net, that's now becoming more of an advantage for the offensive team. So you'll see that where like it'll go low to high, then it'll go D to D. That D that now gets the puck gets wide. You get a forward that comes up in the middle, or that D will the D who just passed it will come into the middle, and another forward will get high on the outside. Again, that's really, really big. Now, what I will say from a defensive standpoint is you're seeing a lot more teams. I feel like back when we were playing, it was like we were like, all right, we'll give the low to high up. We're going to take away the middle of the ice. We'll give that low to high up, and we'll take our chances with that. We're keeping the puck to the outside. That's not the case in today's modern D zone. Now you have that winger. If the puck's in the corner, that strong side winger defensively is basically on the freaking wall. They're trying to negate that low to high pass because then your defense is going to get spread out. You want to contain them in the corner as much as you can. So that weak side winger is across, not all the way to the dot, but they're probably near the hash mark in front of the net to take away that F3 pass and to be by the net in case the puck gets over to the net. Now you have people there. So I feel like that's a lot different than when we played. I would imagine that it was like, okay, that winger, I want you to be a little bit towards the dot. We don't want them skating we'll let them skate the puck on the outside by the wall or go low to high. Now that winger is like, no, we're not letting you do that.
Yeah, totally. D-men were nowhere near as offensive as they are the last 10, 15 years when we were in juniors in college and even beginning the pro career. Now the D-men are so damn good offensively. You can't give them that much time and space anymore.
Yeah, for sure. So two other things defensively. One is I think it's really important what you said there about the winger coming out, getting shin pads in the shot lanes, not your stick in the shot lane. But also when you're going out to the D, it's aggressive but under control. If you're so aggressive and out of control, The good D nowadays are going to make one move and they're going to get right by you, and then you're absolutely hooped. You also don't want to be just like stationary, where now it's easy to go east-west for that defender to find that shot lane. So I think it's important to kind of go at that defenseman with your shin pads in the shot lane, to force them to have to make a play. They can't just hold on to it. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, I got absolutely filleted. I've talked about on the podcast a few times by Alec Martinez in the AHL. I lost a draw in overtime. I sprinted out there way too hot. Fake clapper, spinorama, walk down the hoop, bar meow, game over. Yeah, but you know what? I never, ever, ever, ever got beat by a D-man in a situation like that for the rest of my career, the next 8 years.
Got to be under control, right?
Yeah. Can't go out there like a wild man.
The other thing too is what I would say for the defense is the box out starts from the corner. The box out doesn't start in front of the net. The box out starts from the corner. So you have a forward in the corner that goes low to high offensively, and then they try to get to the net. Like, you start to box that person out like at the goal line.
Yes.
In the corner. You don't let them get to the net and then try to get him away from the goalie's eyes. You got to start that box out from early.
And no forward wants to play against D-men that battle in the corner to box you out to get to the net. That is so, as a guy who scored all my goals within the crease my last 6 years pro, it was hell playing against big, strong, tough D-men that just wanted to cross-check you in the teeth from the corner all the way to the net. Make it hard to play against them. And conversely, the guys, you want to score goals, get to the damn net.
Yeah.
The puck has to go to the net to score any goal to count in any game of hockey at any level. If you want more goals, go to the damn net. Shoot the show.
Time's up. Share the show.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.